This is what I got going on. I've moved my smoker outside. It's a 1938 General Electric refrigerator. I fancied it up just a little bit. I did another video on how I build it and everything, so you can click on that to check it out. But basically, I started out this morning, got it outside, got it warmed up. I pulled the meat out of the refrigerator. What I'm smoking is some summer sausage that has venison, pork, and bacon. Lots of bacon in it. And basically I made that yesterday. I ground it up, put my seasonings in, stuffed it into the casings, which is big tubes, summer sausage size. And I'll do a video on making sausage some other time, but got it out here. My plan is to work on the chicken coop today. It's supposed to start thunderstorming later today, and even a possibility of snow tomorrow. So I'd like to get some of this done, and I'll be stripping logs and cutting logs while the smoker's over here doing its thing. So I got to monitor it because the way I got it set up, you'll see in that other video, basically I turn it up until the light comes on. It just came on, and then I monitor the temperature. I got my probe in the middle between all the sausage, and those are hanging on a bar up there. I'll just keep this shut. They're drying right now. They got to dry out so the outer casings dry to the touch, which they almost are. A little bit longer, and then I'll add some wood chips. But what I'm doing now is slowly bringing it up, drying it. I monitor when the light goes off. I look at the temperature right here. It doesn't have a set temp on, but I'll look at the temperature, and then I know okay, I need to turn it up just a little bit more. And when the internal temperature's high enough, this clicks off. So it's kind of automatic set. But later on, I'm going to do a different system with it. I've got an old coffee maker. I'll show you in here in the shop. There's my wood chips. I got this at the local junkyard. Old coffee machine. I really like it stainless. And I think something like that on the side with the burner under it. You put wood chips in here, I'll build a top, cut a hole in the side of the smoker, so I'll have a cold smoker. I can do cheese and things like that. But I also want to do an electric thermostat so that I can plug this in right here into the thermostat, and then I can set it and walk away from it, and it'll just take a certain amount of time normally to smoke something. You can be more accurate with how long it's going to take until, say, Thanksgiving turkey's done and things like that. So learning process with it. I think this is the third or fourth time I've used it, but getting ready to get some smoke going while I'm doing some work. Hope you enjoy the video. Inside temperature is about 134. Got a few chips in a little old aluminum tin I use, and I'm going to add them in there. The meat is all dried to the touch. And I just take this, set it right down here on the element, and let it start doing its thing. Okay, it's 10:30 in the morning. We're up to 170 in the smoker. Got it choked back, and we got some smoke coming out. Open that up. A little bit better. I'll just keep it closed. I've got this set up so it can never truly be 100% closed. Always has a gap. But we'll take a quick peek at it, and then we'll let it sit. Go from there. Looking good. Looking good. Smoker is 192. A little bit higher than what I'd like, but that's what I'm talking about. The light here is off right now, so it's fluctuating between about 182, 192, somewhere in there, but that's okay. I turned it down just a hair, and we'll let it go like that. But getting some pretty decent smoke, and quick peek, nice and smoky inside, and I will poke that meat thermometer in a few and see, just monitor the meat temperature. After 1:30 in the afternoon, we're still smoking a bit. 159 internal temperature. Not going to open the door this time, but it's got another degrees to go or so. So, looking real good. It looks like I beat the weather. Now I just need to finish this chicken run. Okay, time out from the chicken coop. I've got an internal temp of 167. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke of these other ones, make sure they're 165 or above, and if they're good, then I'll pull them out, put them in a bath of ice water, and then I'll be cutting them up to size and vacuum sealing them, put them in the freezer, give them to friends, stuff like that. So next thing you'll see is ice bath. Okay, turns out that they all were done good. They reached 167 inside, all four of them. So they were all equal, right temperature, and I brought them up, put them in an ice bath. They've been in here for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 minutes. Purpose of that is to stop the cooking process of it, but it's not absolutely necessary. I've done it without it before, haven't had any problems. The casings do firm up real nice and everything. You don't eat these casings anyways, you just slice it and eat it like on a sandwich or something. Cut it up into pieces for crackers. But I'll let it sit here for another probably 10 minutes, and then I'll take it out and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. Sometimes I can't wait, and I'll cut one up and give it a try early, but you should let it bloom for a little while, I guess, is what they say. I'm not a professional at it, but done it a few times, and it turns out pretty good each time. So that's it. Next thing I'll show you is a slice of it when I get it all cooled off and in the fridge for a while. That's the end result. Looks really good, cut real nice. And one thing I always do, I just see how it peels. This should come off and not stick. Here we go, just like that. It should come right off and not take the meat with it. So it's got a nice layer on the outside. It's supposed to let it, well, you don't have to let it bloom. You can let it bloom as long as you want, I guess, but it's been about 6 hours that it's been sitting, so, and it is very good.